What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dmitry. Enter the Dragon, Bivol. Get this. Dmitry Bivol, very close to scrapping the Benavidez trilogy and facing an undefeated KO monster. Dmitry Bivol's next move has been reported, and it doesn't include Artur Benavidez. Okay, we all know what happened. He got that revenge. He got that belt. Our belts. He's the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Enter the Dragon, Dmitry Bivol. Okay. And reporter Julius Julianis has claimed that the promoters of the two light heavyweight stars are close to securing a deal for the fight. He said, attention, attention. PBC and Matchroom are very close to finalizing an agreement for Bivol and Benavidez to face each other this summer. Okay. And he said, Turki Alalshikh has responded to this. And he said, I am no longer interested in Bivol Benavidez, and I will not bid on it. I think Bivol knows who has delivered for him and who hasn't. My advice, don't be late, because every day something changes. Cause and effect, are possible cause and possible effect. We have the response on the news that Bivol may take on David Benavidez. Okay. First of all, if PBC and Matchroom can come together and make something special, hell, I'm all for it. I mean, that's a good fight. Me personally, I want to see him fight the loser, since he couldn't even stay for the fucking outcome of David Benavidez. Really, I mean, like, he didn't even want to stay for the fight that you supposed to came over and seen. Turki Alalshikh invited you to Saudi Arabia, and you flew over there all those damn hours. It's like 12 hours on a flight, and that doesn't include the layovers, people, to get to Saudi Arabia. And he couldn't stay for the main event, and I thought that was kind of strange. And I'm like, okay, what in Hades did you come for? What did you come out here for if you were just going to leave like that? So that told me that maybe he has something else. Maybe he has to go back to Papa Heyman and report to him, because, he is loyal to the PBC like a lot of those fighters used to be. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that because of that, that's why Turkey is no longer interested in that fight. I think he felt disrespected from David Benavidez, and I think he should be. He should have been. You don't offer no one your hand in their friendship and a proposal and a possible potential fight with Dmitry Bivol or the winner, right? And then you leave before the fight's over. I find that real, incomplete, from David. It made me look at him different, because he didn't have to go in the first place. You know what I mean? Not just say, I'm taking a picture with Turkey. That's stupid. That's dumb. You went all the way across the world to take a picture with a guy that you're no longer wanting to make or do business with. Now, I just find it strange. And I'm thinking, well, how does David feel about fighting Bivol? That's another question that I have, all of a sudden. I think also, with these guys fighting, or these guys coming together for a fight, Turkey is pretty much warning Bivol, like, listen, if you don't fight Artur Beterbiev, don't come back, because I won't support you with whatever you do. And I'll tell Eddie, your promoter, that the money is not coming your way, because you spent your time either chasing a guy that may not even want to fight, like David Benavidez, and disrespecting himself and Artur Beterbiev, right? For not taking the trilogy, because, of course, the fight happened and he gave that opportunity to Bivol. I forget the stipulations. Okay, so you guys care to share below? Cool. But it took a little bit. It took a little bit. Not a lot, but it took a little bit. And they were in negotiations and they were ready, and it's all thanks to Turki Alalshikh. Okay, so, I think David has put And I don't think it's really towards Bivol. I think the response is to Bivol on who he chooses to do business with, which is somebody that doesn't appear to respect Turki Alalshikh. So why would he spend his money? Why would he send a purse bid? Why would he put energy into it? Where David Benavidez has showed him, I don't give a fuck about you, period. All I care is about in the States, my money and my advisor, Al Heyman, and my team. I don't care about none of this in Saudi Arabia. And if that's the case, the way he acted, his tone, and his decision, without really explaining why he's leaving, raised some red flags. Let's just be real. It raised some red flags because it made him look at this guy like, no, this guy, that's disrespectful what he did, but he's rather flaky. You know what I mean? Him flaking out like that. I mean, again, that's red flag number one. And I think because of that red flag number one, you created two, you created three. So Turki's like, look, I'm not going to pay for that fight. You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm not going to pay for it. But Dmitry, you fall for that trick bag and he beats you on a decision that you, just like Artur, don't expect the same kind of courtesy Artur Beterbiev gave you when he beat you. Expect the same, you expect worse. Because what happens, I guarantee you, if David Benavidez decisions Bivol, he will refuse to fight anywhere in the United Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, right? He will refuse to fight there. He will refuse to go in there and show his face. I don't think he will. So Turkey's like, hey, listen, if you spend your time on this guy, I won't be around. And that was a stern warning, right? Very stern. Normally, they don't make things like that. Well, he's not an undefeated fighter no more. He got beat by Artur Beterbiev, but still, he did a good job both fights. I mean, I think him fighting David Benavidez, the question you ask yourself is David Benavidez ready? You see what I mean? Because, he looked good against Morrell, but he didn't look great. I didn't see the greatness. I seen a really tough guy. You know what I look at when I think of David Benavidez? I look at Errol Spence. Yeah. I look at Errol Spence and what he's done in the sport or whatnot compared to what David Benavidez is wanting to do. But I do think if anything at all, Turkey's given Bivol an ultimatum. So is it up to Bivol to take that possible pay-per-view money? And if that's the case, I think that Bivol needs to take time with his family, which he's probably doing right now, but probably going through some divorce stuff. But however, I wouldn't want to flake out on a guy that beat me first and then I beat him and then that's it. You know what I mean? I don't like that whole attitude or mindset like, ooh, I won on the scorecards. Yay, okay, I'm gone and I'll never come back. I'm the king. You want a rematch? Give me 10 million. That type of shit. Do some Juan Manuel Marquez. You remember when he knocked out Pacquiao and they offered him for a fifth fight and he was like, nope, I don't care how much money you offering. I'm not going to take it. So I do think Bivol fighting Benavidez would be good. But I think it's just an argument to see the trilogy again since they were two close fights. I just wonder, these is the problems I'm having with American stuff. They try to keep everything in America and everybody else outside. They try to play some lowball bullshit. I don't know. I wonder if Turkey's gonna annex the light heavyweight undisputed champion. Like, how could he do that? Where would he go? Honestly, where would he go? Well, he can go somewhere like the WBC, but I don't think he would like his chances over there based off the people that are there. And I don't think they care. So, yeah, if anything, man, Dmitry Bivol, he's between a rock and a hard place because I'm like, okay, do I go over here? Do I go there? Where do I go? But I want to see Better Biev fight David Benavidez. That would be lit. I would love it. But no. And that's that. You guys tell me what you think of a possible showdown between Dmitry Bivol and Matchroom with Al Heyman in the PBC. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.